Hello and welcome to Elyse Leren Yoga. Today we will be focusing on a 30-minute flow to open your heart space. We're going to start in a child's pose today. If you'd like to grab 2 blocks, that might be helpful for some balancing that we'll do later on. But for now, we'll start on our mats with your knees out wide, big toes to touch, and lock your arms out in front of you. Lower your forehead to your mat. When first arriving here, allow yourself to arrive not only physically, but mentally as well. Start to notice your body in this pose, your breath in this moment. Walk your hands, one handprint closer to your body, and feel your arms integrate into your shoulders. Now, keeping this action, you have the option here to maybe just crawl your fingertips slightly farther forward. But with the integration of your arms into your shoulders, you may start to feel your heart open and melt a bit closer to the ground. Here, start to deepen your breath. We'll be working with Samavritti Pranayama today. We'll start with a 4-part, 4-count breath. I'll walk you through it. Inhale through your nose for 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause at full. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale out of your mouth. 4, 3, 2, 1. And pause it empty. 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. And pause. One more together. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1, and pause. Beautiful. Start to incorporate Ujjayi Pranayama now. Inhaling and exhaling through your nostrils. Ascend your breath here through the back of your throat. So your breath becomes a bit more textured, a bit more audible. Press down through your hands, lift your forehead off of your mat, and come into a tabletop all fours. Stack your shoulders over your wrists, your hips over your knees. And to start today, just find some movements. You can find cat-cows. You can do some barrel rolls, which is what I'm doing right now. You can walk one hand to the opposite side of your mat to get into your side bodies. You can step one foot back and then the other to get into your hamstrings. I promise the rest of class will be prompted for you, but for now, just allow your body to move without worrying about it being yoga or not yoga. Just let it feel good. And start to settle back through center. Spread through all of your fingers here. Root inward through your index fingers as much as you press out into your pinkies. Draw your belly button slightly up to your spine, so instead of lifting the tailbone, you feel length through the tailbone. On an inhale, reach your right leg into the air behind you. When you're ready with balance, reach your left arm forward, flip your thumb up for outer rotation in your upper arm. Take a breath in here. Exhale, draw your elbow to your knee, tuck your chin to your chest, press the ground away through your right hand. 2 more like this. Inhale, reach and extend, find length. Exhale, tuck and curl, find engagement through your core. 1 more. Inhale, reach. Exhale, curl in. Inhale, reach back out. Cue change here. Now bend your back knee, send your heel to your glute. Flip your left palm behind you, reach up and then back for the outside edge of your right foot. Once you have your foot, kick your foot into your hand. Peel your left shoulder open and see if you can lift your right knee hip height. So you're finding this hard opener shape already this early in class. Keep kicking your foot into your hand. Take another breath in. Exhale, gently release. Step your right knee next to your left. Keep your left arm open. Inhale, reach your fingertips up towards the ceiling. Circle through your wrist in one direction and then the other. Exhale, thread the needle. Bring your left arm underneath your right arm, palm face up. Lower your left temple to the ground. Move your weight forward so your hips stack over your knees in space. Now from here, you can crawl your right fingertips more forward. You can crawl your right fingertips forward and over to the left. Or if you're feeling open and it's in your practice, you can flip your right palm behind you for a half bind variation. If you take this variation, draw your right shoulder open a bit more. Deepen your breath here. Take another breath in. Exhale, release your right hand back underneath your right shoulder. Press down. Inhale, lift your left arm up towards the ceiling. This time, circle through your entire arm from your shoulder in one direction and then the other. And lower your left arm down, and we will move on to side two. Inhale, lift your left leg into the air. Square your hips, reach through your heel. When you're ready, reach your right arm forward, flip your thumb up. Belly button to spine, take a breath in. Exhale, draw your elbow to your knee, tuck your chin to your chest. Two more like this. Inhale, reach and extend. Reach forward through the crown of your head. Exhale, tuck and curl. One more. Inhale, reach. Find length, find energy movement. Exhale, curl in, find engagement. Here's that key change. Inhale, reach and extend. Now bend your left knee, heel to glute. Flip your right palm away from you, reach up and then back for the pinky toe edge of your left foot. Lift your knee hip height, kick foot into hand, and peel your right shoulder open. Now check in for a moment, make sure you're not locking out your left elbow, but that standing arm has some give to it. Take another breath in here, fill up. Exhale, gently release your left knee to the ground. Keep your right arm lifted. Inhale, open up. Circle through your wrist in one direction and then the other. Exhale, thread the needle. Bring your right arm underneath your left arm, palm face up. Lower to your outer right shoulder. Lower your right temple to the ground. Keep your hips stacked over your knees. Again, options with that left hand, you can crawl your fingertips forward and to the right. You can keep your hand underneath your shoulder, or you can reach your left arm up, flip your palm behind you, and find a half bind. If you're in the twisting variation, peel your left shoulder open. And deepen your breath. Take one more breath in here. Exhale, release your left hand underneath your left shoulder. Press down, inhale, reach your right arm up. And this time circle from your shoulder in one direction and then the other direction. Release your right hand down underneath your right shoulder. Step one foot back at a time and come into a plank position. So again, still spreading through the fingers. Note your heart here. Feel your arms again integrate into your shoulders. And notice if you feel a melting of your heart here. Lift your kneecaps up your legs, engage your quads. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. From here, any movement that feels good, that allows you to settle a bit more fully into the pose, invite in. And then from here, bring a light bend into your knees. Send your tailbone up first and then back so you have length through your low back and a light lumbar curve. Keeping this action straighten-ish your legs. And if you need to rebend your knees, feel free to do so. Find an outer rotation of your upper arms. Wrap your biceps up towards your ears, your triceps down towards the ground, and then draw your lowest rib up towards your spine. Take a deep breath in here. Exhale here. Inhale, tuck your chin to your chest. Round forward. Take your entire breath in. Just stack your shoulders over your wrists for plank. Exhale, lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Just getting in some shoulder flossing here. Twice more. Inhale, round forward to plank. Stack your shoulders over your wrists. Reach forward through the crown of your head. Exhale, hips up and back. Take your entire exhale to lift your hips up. One more. Inhale, forward. Exhale, lift your hips up and back. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, walk your feet slowly to a forward fold. And then separate your feet hip width distance when you arrive. Release your head, release your neck. Bring a light bend into your knees here, and again, shift your sit bones up towards the ceiling so you have a bit more length through your hamstrings here. Hands can come to earth or blocks. You can find any arm variation here if you'd like. Chest expansion is an option. Twisting is an option. But wherever you are, breathe a bit more deeply into your back body. 60% of your lungs live in the back of the body. So sending your breath there automatically gives you a deeper breath, a more full breath. Come back through center, release your arms. Inhale, halfway lift. Bring your hands to your shins. Reach forward through the crown of your head. Exhale, forward fold. Uttanasana, release your head, release your neck. Root down through both feet. Inhale, bring your arms out and up overhead. Urdhva Hastasana, mountain pose. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. For a moment, pause. Lift your kneecaps up your legs. Micro bend in your knees. Inner rotation in your inner thighs so you feel your sit bones move slightly away from one another. Belly button to spine, reach up through the crown of your head. Take a breath in here. And a breath out. Give it back, let it go. Inhale, reach your arms out and up overhead. Mountain pose. Exhale, hands through heart. Bend at your knees. Hinge at your hips. Lead with your heart, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Long spine, flat back. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. We're going to take this short flow twice more. Inhale, reach your arms out and up overhead. Root down to rise up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach your arms out and up overhead. Mountain pose. Exhale, swan dive with hands at heart. Lead with your heart. Keep a bend in your knees so your hips stack over your heels as you descend. Inhale, halfway lift. Long spine, flat back. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. One more. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Samastitihi, hands to heart. Inhale, arms lift, grow tall. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Awesome. Plant your hands, step your feet back, and come into your plank again. Press the ground away. Feel your muscles hug to your bones. Take a breath in. Exhale, shift your shoulders forward past your wrists. Bend your elbows to a 90-degree angle and slowly lower down. You can always lower your knees to get there as well. Untuck your toes, lengthen your legs back. Inhale, curl up, Bhujangasana, Cobra pose. First time here today, bring your elbows out to the sides. Draw your armpits up towards your ears. So this feels kind of shruggy here. But what we want to do is melt the heart, shoulder blades towards one another. Side bodies are long. Now wrap your elbows back, press down, lift up. And see if you can get a few more inches in your heart opener. Exhale, forehead to the earth. Tuck under your toes. Lift your knees off the ground. Inhale, press all the way up to plank. You can always come up to tabletop if you'd like. Exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg into the air behind you. Bend at your knee, send your heel to your glute. Now open up your hip and circle through your ankle. You can even bring your knee in circles a few times if you'd like here. Notice if your left shoulder has dropped down a bit, bump your left shoulder up as high as your right shoulder. Close off your hip, reach back through your right heel, take a breath in. Exhale, draw your knee to your nose, round in your upper back, stack your shoulders over your wrists. Inhale, reach back and extend. Exhale, step forward to a lunge. So right foot steps a bit closer to your right thumb. Tent your fingertips on either side. You can also bring your hands up onto blocks. On an inhale, dip your hips, lift your heart, lift your gaze. Exhale, straighten-ish your front leg. Keep your back heel lifted and draw the crown of your head right in front of your toes. 2 more. Inhale, bend your front knee. Dip your hips, lift your heart. Exhale, straighten your front leg. Reach the crown of your head forward versus down. 1 more. Inhale. And exhale. Awesome. Inhale, rebend your front knee. Root down through both feet and bring your arms up overhead. High crescent lunge. Front knee stacks right over your front heel. Back heel is high over the ball of your back foot. Square your hips towards the top of your mat. And just notice, if you feel like you're really stretching this left hip and it's lower to the ground, try to come up today. Take a breath in here, fill up. Exhale, legs stay the same. Airplane lunge. Bring your palms face down by your hips. Draw your pinkies towards one another. Inhale, both arms reach back up overhead, high crescent. Exhale, bend your back knee, cactus your arms, devotional lunge. Lift your heart up. Inhale, arms lift, grow tall. Exhale, airplane lunge. Bring it back through. Cue change here. Inhale, 5-pointed start. Cartwheel it open. Turn your toes out and your heels in. I'm going to flip to face you guys. Bend your knees. Sit down into a goddess squat. Now this might start feeling pretty warm pretty quick, so if you need to move side to side, feel free to do so. We're going to move the arms 3 times here. So stack your shoulders back over your hips. Inhale, reach your arms out and up overhead. Palms touch. Exhale, hands to heart. Maybe sit 1 inch deeper. 2 more like this. Inhale, reach out and up. Palms touch. Exhale, hands to heart. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale, hands through heart. This time, tap your fingertips to the ground. Just this one time. Inhale, 5-pointed star. Exhale, warrior 2 to the top of your space. Bend your right knee. Bring your arms into the horizon. Now again, if you need movement here, invite it in. And first, look down at your feet, your foundation. Back foot is parallel to the back line of your mat. Front toes point straight ahead in front of your heel. Stack your front knee once again over your front heel. And then open your front knee towards the pinky toe edge of your right foot so you feel your thighs move back. Side body's long, inhale. Exhale, plug your arms into your shoulders. We're going to find archer arms today. Bring your right arm up, bend at your elbow, and bring your fingertips in between your shoulder blades. Now flip your left palm behind you, bend your elbow down. Fingertips do not need to touch behind you. Press the back of your head into your right forearm. Reach your elbows away from one another energetically so you feel a stretch through the backs of your arms. Keeping everything as is. Inhale, point your right elbow up and back for a reverse warrior variation. Keep your left arm behind you. Exhale, reach your right arm forward and prop your right arm on your thigh for extended side angle. Now we have this half bind in the top arm. Just continue to wrap your left fingertips around your low back, maybe even towards your right inner thigh. Peel your top shoulder open. Lift your gaze up. Make sure that you're light in your bottom arm. Take another breath in here. Exhale, release to a low lunge. Cartwheel your arms down, lift your back heel. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, launch forward. Grounded airplane. Hands again can come to blocks. Square your hips, reach back through your left heel. Inhale, halfway lift your chest. Exhale, Jiva squat. Left knee behind your right knee, chin to chest. Inhale, reach back and extend. Exhale, forward fold at the top of your mat. Bring your big toes to touch. Bend at your knees. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Now here, sit a bit farther back into your heels so your toes get light. And then sit a bit farther down than you'd like to, because why not? Plug your arms in, take a breath in. Exhale, airplane chair. Bring your palms face down. Lower your chest a bit more parallel to the ground. Pinkies towards one another. Root through your right foot. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Lift your left knee. Square your hips. Become active through both feet. Take another breath in. Exhale, cross your left ankle over your right thigh. Hands to heart, sit down and back. Standing leg, right leg is still in chair pose. Lift your heart up. So good. On your next inhale, one-legged mountain. Arms lift, left knee lifts. Exhale, lower your left foot, forward fold over two straight-ish legs. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine, flat back. Exhale, fold. Release your head, release your neck. Plant your hands, step it back to a plank. Take a breath in. Exhale, shift your shoulders forward past your wrists and lower all the way to your belly. Untuck your toes. Inhale, press down, lift up, cobra pose. Maybe come up a bit higher now. Exhale, forehead to the earth. Tuck under your toes. Knees may lift. Inhale, tabletop or all the way up to plank. Exhale, hips back, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in here, fill up. And a breath out, let it go. Inhale, lift your left leg into the air. Bring your heel to your glute by bending your knee and open up your hip. From here, circle through your ankle, circle through your knee, whatever you did on the first side. Bump your right shoulder as high as your left shoulder. Inhale, re-straighten back through your left leg. Exhale, knee to nose. Bring your shoulders over your wrists. Inhale, reach back, three-legged dog. Exhale, step forward to a lunge. Awesome. Tent your fingertips onto either side of your left foot. Inhale, dip your hips. Lift your heart. Feel length through the front of your right hip. Exhale, straighten your front leg. Shift your left hip slightly farther back. Find length through your spine here. Two more. Inhale, bend your front knee. Lift your heart, lift your gaze. Exhale, straighten your front leg. Hinge at your hips and fold. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Awesome. Bend your front knee, root down through your feet. Inhale, high crescent lunge, arms lift. Again, square your hips. Really sink down through your left heel by stacking your knee. Lift your back heel an inch higher. Take a breath in here, fill up. Exhale, airplane lunge, palms face down by your hips. Draw your pinkies closer to one another. Inhale, both arms reach back up overhead. Exhale, bring a light bend into your back knee, cactus your arms, lift your heart, devotional lunge. Inhale, arms lift. One more time, exhale, airplane lunge. And inhale, cartwheel open, 5-pointed star. Awesome. From here, exhale, bend your knees, hands through heart. This time, bring your hands right above your knees on your thighs and allow for your shoulders to shrug. Again, you can rock side to side if you need to for your hips. Take a breath in here. Exhale, dip your right shoulder to the left. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, dip your left shoulder to the right. Inhale, bring it back through center. Stack your shoulders over your hips. Exhale, hands to heart. 3 more times with the hands. Inhale, arms out and up, palms touch. Exhale, hands to heart. Maybe work with your drishti, with your gaze. Inhale, palms reach up. Watch your hands touch. Exhale, hands to heart. One more time. Inhale.
Exhale, hands through heart, tap your fingertips to the ground. Inhale, 5-pointed star. Exhale, warrior 2 to the top of your space. So again, here you can bend and straighten your front knee a few times if you'd like. Then start to settle. Stack your shoulders over your hips. Notice if it feels like you're leaning forward. Stack your right shoulder over your right hip. Draw your gaze over your left fingertips. Inhale into your rib cage, find length. Exhale, draw your arms into your shoulder sockets. Bring your left arm up, bend at your elbow and place your forearm behind your head. Flip your back hand, palm face back. Bend at your elbow and bring your fingertips a bit closer to one another, but again, they don't have to touch. Before we open the side body, just press the back of your head into your left forearm and extend your elbows away from one another. Now, keeping everything as is, inhale, reverse your warrior with arch your arms. Reach your left arm up and back. Keep that bend in your front knee. On your exhale, reach your left arm forward, then stack your left forearm on your left thigh. Curl your right arm a bit more around your low back, maybe even fingertips to inner left thigh. Peel your right shoulder open, lift your gaze up. And if you're wondering why I'm doing the same leg twice, it's just so you can see me on both sides. Take one more breath in. Exhale, release your hands to frame your front foot, lift your back heel. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, launch forward. Grounded airplane. Right leg is now in the air, left foot is grounded. Inhale, halfway lift your chest. Exhale, Jiva squat. Right knee behind your left knee, chin to chest. Inhale, reach back and extend. Exhale, forward fold at the top of your space. Bring your big toes together, bend at your knees, inhale, chair pose. Here, feel free to lift your tailbone and tuck your tailbone and find a place between the two that feels neutral for you. Take a deep breath in here. Exhale, airplane chair, palms face down by your hips. Option for drinking bird here, maybe lift your heels. Root down through your left foot. Inhale, one-legged mountain, right knee lifts, arms lift. Exhale, figure 4. So now cross your right ankle over your left thigh. Sit down and back into your chair pose on this standing leg. Keep your heart lifted. Find your balance, find your focus. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, plant your hands and step back to plank. Exhale, shift your shoulders forward and come all the way down to your belly. Untuck your toes, lengthen your legs back. Inhale, curl up, your final cobra pose here. Shoulders down your back. Exhale, forehead to your mat. Keep your knees on the ground this time. Inhale, press up to a tabletop position. And exhale, sit back on your heels. Grab some water if you need some. Shift your legs forward. We're going to come all the way down onto our backs. One final heart opener, and then we'll start to cool down. Come down to your back. Keep your knees bent for bridge pose. Stack your knees over your heels. And heels should be pretty much in line with your sit bones here. So a little bit more narrow than hip width distance. Bring your arms by your sides. Walk your shoulder blades closer together. Press down through your feet. Engage through your glutes. Now start to lift your chest up towards your chin. But send your chin slightly up away from your chest. Now here, take 3 of your deepest breaths. Imagine your breath flowing through your heart space. Release any grip if you found one. Take one more breath in. Exhale, release your sit bones first to the ground, and then the rest of your spine naturally as it falls. Bring your knees in towards your belly. Tee your arms out to the side. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bump your hips to the left, lower your knees to the right. And here, allow for more release to happen. Allow for gravity for the ground to hold you here. Inhale, come back through center. Square your hips. Exhale, bump your hips to the right, lower your knees to the left. And again, do a quick body scan here. See where else you can let go. Inhale, come back through center. Square your hips, draw your knees in towards your belly. Wrap your arms around your shins and give yourself a loving squeeze, full of gratitude for your body, for your breath. Inhale. Exhale, final Shavasana, let it all go. Walk your shoulder blades a bit closer together to elevate your heart. And see if you can connect with your heartbeat here, your internal rhythm. Please stay here for as long as you have today. When you are ready to move forward, start to first deepen your breath. Invite small movements into your fingers and your toes. Draw circles with your wrists and your ankles. Bring your arms overhead for a full body stretch. And bring your knees back in. Rock off onto whichever side feels more grounding, more comfortable for you today. And moving with eyes closed, use your top arm to press yourself up to a seat. Stack your shoulders over your hips. Reach up through the crown of your head and draw your palms together in front of your heart for Anjali Mudra. We'll close our class together today with one final breath. Please inhale through your nose, fill up. Exhale, let it go. Draw your thumbs up to your third eye space. I bow to you all with so much love and gratitude. From my heart to yours, Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you have any feedback, I would love to hear from you. I hope to flow with you soon. My name is Elyse Leren. Have a beautiful day.